What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my review of the drone by Discraft. This is an Elite Z plastic. It's the first run in Z plastic. I picked it up mostly just to dye it for my new dyeing tutorial video. But I figured while I have it, I might as well review it real quick. You know, I took it out and threw it a bunch anyway because I dig the drone. I used to carry Pro D drones for a while. I figured I'd check out the Z, see how it flies, and you know, pass my findings on to you guys. If I'm gonna go spend 15 bucks on the disc, I might as well put a video out there for you guys to get a little info on the disc, at least you know, my data point or whatever, for whatever that's worth. It has a dye job on it like I did in the video. You can check that out if you want. Just search disc dyeing tutorial or anything like that here on my channel. You should be able to find it. But you can still kind of see where the stamp was there and the light. It says Z drone, and it says first run above where it says drone there. So give you a little look at the rim design. It's pretty comfortable in the grip. You know, feels just like my old Pro D drones as far as rim shape. I definitely I like the feel of it. It's good. I've been throwing it with power grips, also with my little middle finger out on the flight plate grip that I use most of the time. Works well for both of them. This particular Z plastic is nice and tacky and grippy feel. It's not slick at all, really. Some Z discs can be a little bit slippery, but this one has a good feel to it already. You know, just pretty much right off the shelf. It feels good. Quick aside there. Sometimes when I use acetone to remove the stamp of a disc, and then I dye it, it'll have like a little bit better feel to it afterwards. You know, it could just be me, you know, I don't know. But I do kind of feel that way, that maybe the acetone breaks down the surface or just kind of cleans any kind of like sheen or oil, you know, like oil that might be on it, and it just gives a really nice tacky feel. So after I was done dyeing this guy, has a great feel, but even when I, you know, before that, it felt good. Had no issues with it slipping out of the grip or anything like that. So in flight, there's not a whole lot to say about this guy other than to say that it's super consistent and very overstable. You can throw it into a strong headwind and it's not going to flip on you. I can just tell that based on how overstable it is. I haven't had any really strong winds to test it in here. Just it's generally pretty calm. Most of the courses I play here in Oregon. So I haven't really, you know, I'm kind of just guessing on that based on the overstability of it, and also just reports of other people who throw drones, people who live in the Midwest and stuff seem to really like these things because, you know, they really do well in the wind, headwinds especially, so ultra consistent for that. Also, you know, just a great disc if you have a big arm and you have trouble with flipping other mid-ranges and you want something that you know you can trust to have a little finish to the left and it won't flip over on you even if you put a real strong pull on it. The drone's great for that. You know, I'm sure it would work out really well for that. For me, it's just an ultra consistent, overstable flyer. I know what it's going to do every time I throw it. I can get it up to speed to the point where it flies pretty straight, you know, most of the way, and then we'll finish strong left, you know, on a backhand. I also quite like it for flick, a little downhill flick shots. It goes very straight, has a little skip and slide up to the right on a right-handed flick for me, which I like quite a bit. Ultra consistent, really, no matter how you throw it. For low power shots, it goes really, really strong left, so you know you can hook out and around stuff with it if you need to. Good disc for that, you know, like a hyzer mid-range that you can either throw with a little hyzer angle or just throw it flat and just, you know, trust the natural stability for it to go strong out and around the corner for you, so that's nice. And just there's sometimes where you're just feeling kind of off, you're throwing too far, or you're flipping over discs, and you know that are your go-to kind of straight flying approach discs. If that's the case, you have some room to work. Just throw this thing out there, throwing it out backhand, aim it out to the right a little bit, crank it out there. You know what it's going to do every single time. It's going to go out and hook left strong. So ultra consistent, overstable flyer, the Discraft drone, an Elite Z plastic. Definitely recommend checking it out if you live in a windy area, or you just want something that you know what's going to do every time you pull it out of the bag. Super consistent. I'll probably keep this one in my system for a while, keep testing it, carrying it on windy days, and Also, you know, times where I just, you know, want to have that trustworthy disc that you can fall back on when other discs are getting kind of tough to control. You know what this thing's going to do every time. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions about this or anything golf related, as always, you know where to find me. Cheers.